Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Episode 7 of this adventure. My name is J-Ron, I'm your host for today. I have my left side,
Kyle!
And my right side,
Nick!
And we're gonna go on today to do some more of the Forrest of Fallen Giants. In fact, we're gonna probably finish this place for today because there's not too much left. There's just some new doors that we can get through, i.e. being this one as the first one because we recently
slew the giant.
I mean, because he was the last. What? Why would this guy have a summoning sign up here?
Because
just for giggles.
His name is Sergeant McDonald.
I mean, why would you question somebody like that?
That's your sign.
We should probably pick up a sign in front of the boss. Just
yeah, I don't know. It was just
so we're
me.
coming back here.
Treasure
We're kind of jumping around a little bit. We're heading back to a boss of this area known as the Pursuer. That will take us, after we fight him, will take us to our next region of play, an area known as the Lost Bastille, which you will come to hate.
I mean, I personally probably prefer it over.
Hey, Estus Flask.
It's this fast shard. So yeah, there's actually some. Oh my goodness! Ow! Ow!
Yeah, that's what happens.
Girl,
That's what happens when
girl,
you say nice
Stab
things.
it.
That's what happens when you say nice things about the Lost Bastille. It doesn't pay off.
We just can't have
I wish
nice
I could.
things, Kyle.
Wait, is there some way to crouch?
Nick, you're the reason we can't have nice
Can
things.
I crouch, please?
Hey!
Tell me
No.
Aww.
The most you could do is hold up your shield, but you don't have one of
Oh,
those.
no, I do. I do. I mean,
Because look at that.
Wow. You are disgusting.
put some dubstep music and, you know.
You're
Rated
disgusting.
T for teen.
Just get on with it. Rest at the bonfire and get your health back and get on with it.
Anyway, so yeah, be careful about that guy, because apparently, for some reason, they like to sneak up on you, even though they weren't standing there before. Alright, so before we go to the Pursuer, we actually have a couple places to check out, because now that we have the key, we can get to some cool spots. Unfortunately, one of them is not there, because, honestly, you can't get there yet, which sucks.
I found out how.
I mean, that would be
neat,
sweet
Kyle.
if you, like, shared it at a later date.
All you need to do is fall. Pacific Rim style.
Pacific Rim, wouldn't you have to have a bunch of HP, and especially the Silver Cat Ring?
The Silver Cat Ring is about all you need, and a decent.
I mean, probably, I would say, I don't know.
Well, you don't fall directly onto the floor. There's a small barricade that you fall onto.
Huh, maybe we'll do that soon then. Anyways, so,
Actually, no, because there's a giant fire lizard down there that wants to eat your face with roasted seasonings. So
I mean-
how about let's not?
I mean, that could probably be not
Mimic.
be
Is
fun.
that the only
That's not
way?
a mimic.
I know, I'm just messing.
I
I did actually run into a mimic, and they're much creepier in this one.
Oh, by the way, guys, Kyle has recently taken the privilege of going further in the game, just so he can have a further understanding of a lot of the lore and concepts behind
But I'm
this.
trying to maintain as little knowledge as is possible so that I can still have the best reactions while we're recording.
You really
Yeah.
bit the bullet there. Let me just... I'll take the bullet, guys. Let me play further on in the game while I
mean,
wait for you.
I'm sorry,
Don't even
Josh.
It was what I was told to do. It was what I was told
Anyways,
to do.
speaking of what you have to do, this is actually a later part of the game. It's gonna
It's
be
sort of like in Dark Souls 1, where there were the golden fog gates that can only be defeated after claiming a certain relic. Spoilers!
I mean, seriously, and there are actually a lot of cool spots further on ahead. However, we do need a certain thing, like Kyle was saying.
Which I have. Hee-hoo-wah.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool for you. I don't have it. Wait, the guy was just like on his knees and arms and knees. That's yeah.
Head, shoulders, knees,
Hand-
and toes. Knees and toes.
I mean, or you could not do that. I mean, that'd be cool.
It's
too.
the Wiggles, man. Got a problem with the Miggles?
I mean,
what?
probably
The
not.
Wiggles.
That-
Just say
what
the
are you
Wiggles.
saying?
I said the Miggles.
You sound like you're doing some sort of like children's television show. The Wiggles, the Miggles, something like that. Anything that has Eagles in the name, they're gonna love.
The Wiggles was a kid's TV show, dude.
And it was terrifying. I hated it, like with all my heart.
When you were a kid?
I mean, the Wiggles was a more recent show.
You know,
What the-
Teletubbies could freak me out.
I mean, Teletubbies was super creepy. It's just a bunch of men in like
Oh.
big suits.
And the thing is they're not like... They actually walked around in those suits, just around the set. Have you ever seen a set photo of the Teletubbies?
It's nice.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
It will haunt my dreams forever.
I mean, when did you see a set? Actually, I saw a picture on
Internet.
Facebook yesterday.
Yup.
Okay, so here's
Them on the hill.
yeah, it was like ghetto style. It was like get your buds and let's have a grand old time kind of thing. Yeah, it was sketchy.
Could you stop
Anyways,
getting stabbed?
Well, I'm waiting for something. There we go. Ah, actually,
What?
you know what? Yeah, forget it.
Oh, hey, well, there you go.
So if you guys see, there's actually a shortcut you can open up right here that makes your life a little bit easier, just so that every time you go to the bonfire, you can just go all the way straight right here without any issues whatsoever.
In the words of Attack on Titan abridged. Oh, that's nice.
Speaking of bonfire, luckily now I can, you know, take a rest.
Bonfire.
Drop the bass. I mean,
Wub, wub, wub.
I mean,
Wub.
like,
Wub.
Wub.
what are you guys doing?
Fork and a toast.
What is up with you guys in that area right there? Every single time I pass by that area, you're doing some sort of version of music.
Could you do me a favor?
Ah.
Go talk to that gentleman.
Didn't we do that last time?
I feel like we did,
We
but
did,
I want to see something. Just talk. To
Okay. I'll actually pass by there in just a second if you okay with me doing it then.
Whatever works.
Stab,
Jog.
All right. So, anyways, over here we haven't come to this area of the place, area, I guess to say. So over here you just have a nice little item. It's not much. In fact, there's not much here except for a giant to observe because, as you guys know, the giants who invade this place turn into trees when they die. And for some reason, every last one of them has some sort of examination thing that you can have when you look at them.
I wonder if that relates to something later on. I haven't gotten to that point yet.
It's actually going to be pretty cool because I saw some sort of message one time when passing by one. It said, try pyromancy. So someday when I have pyromancy, which is soon, I can try that out. And it should be pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, so over here, you actually have one of the places before I played through my playthrough.
You play through your playthrough.
I mean, what else would you do?
Yo, dog, we heard you like playthroughs.
For some reason, right here, I died at least 7 times. Not 7, that's an exaggeration. I mean, probably not. But those guys, there's 3 guys who
you didn't get my Adventure Time reference?
I mean, probably, I guess not.
It's when they're talking about, he's like, why am I so afraid of the ocean? He's like,
Who says that? Ow! He stabs me.
His inner fear.
Okay, luckily I had no trouble with it that time, but if you don't get a couple of them right as you fall, you're gonna have to fight them all in a corner.
have a bad time.
I mean, it's gonna be pretty bad because they actually gang up on you, and so just try to use your plunge attack to get to one of them. However, there is a nice little thing you get here: infantry helm,
Mail breakers are pretty eh.
Yeah, they're more for like, I don't know,
Pop.
recoil, you know, stuff like that. Hey, buddy, not gonna fight you today because you kind of suck, bro. Thanks.
What was his name? That chap I want you to talk to.
The chap you want me to talk to? I'll check out here in a second. I actually don't remember. All I know is that he will be where I dropped from here in a second. In front of him is one of the gates, and so you can either do one of 2 things. You can go through the gate right there with him, and then it shuts behind you. Or if you get the gate shut behind you and you die, you're like, how the heck do I get back? You can just come over here, slash open this little wagon right here, and you have free access to the backside, which is nice because that backside backslashes.
Backside.
Free access.
How did you? Okay, you guys can probably know something like just no.
Kyle, you talking from personal experience, with open access?
What
do you mean? I was just quoting what he said.
Okay, yeah, you guys are getting a little bit odd. What are you like? No, I'm not gonna say it.
We are very odd. What is it you come to? What do you expect when you come to these recording sessions?
I mean, not much. That's why I invite you guys because I know you.
Wow. Cool, Brian.
I have to take what I can get. I mean, I can't just.
Cool, Brian.
If I could take like some sort of professional comedian, like I would do that, man.
Oh yeah, like because we're not enough comedic relief. Yeah,
I guess we're not that funny.
No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
We ain't no PewDiePie. Sorry.
Actually, I don't find PewDiePie funny.
Don't bash another Let's Player on your Let's Play.
No,
It's bad mojo, man.
Well, see, I also don't consider PewDiePie.
Don't do it!
Don't tell me what you don't consider PewDiePie.
He's a gentleman
and a scholar.
We should probably not continue that trade.
I don't know. I just find it fine. But he's not my favorite Let's Player. Just that's what I can say. Actually, one of my favorite Let's Players is Chugga Conroy. Do you know who he is?
Chugga Conroy was the guy who got me into Let's Playing by watching his videos.
I think that it's funny that people like Chugga Conroy aren't more popular than like some
Every
people
single
out
one
there.
of Chugga Conroy's videos that I've seen has hundreds of thousands to millions of views.
Well, yeah, but he's not as big as some people because he's getting close to 1 million subscribers, which is great, and that's doing really well. But he was one of the very first Let's Players. In fact, he was one of the very people to make Let's Playing a big thing. And so it's so odd to me because he's one of the very most professional people I've ever seen do Let's Plays, and he doesn't have as much recognition as usually some of the people who don't do half as good of a job. It's just
Tobuscus.
funny. Well, Tobuscus I think is a little bit funnier than PewDiePie at least.
Well, Tobuscus is hilarious. But
He's the American version.
Tobuscus
guess
isn't
so.
exclusively a Let's Player. He does a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, except what's kind of funny is that his Let's Play channel got bigger than his original channel, and so he posted a video when it first became bigger. See, gate's locked behind me, which...
Then it is who I think it is.
Wait, what?
I ran into a chap later in the game who says, watch out for this guy with a strange ring who likes to close gates and set traps for wayward undead. And I'm like, he's this game's equivalent of Patches!
I mean, every one of the games so far has had a Patches. Except this guy doesn't really do anything right here, so I feel like he's not a huge threat. But this guy does say earlier that he got the guy's ring from him, so maybe he was a victim of the guy, and he just managed to get the ring from him. Maybe he isn't. It's really kind of funny though, but he is kind of nice to us because he's like, hey, you got out, that's great, that's cool.
He's
Great
the Patches, though.
Is he?
Because the guy I ran into had fallen into one of his traps.
Okay, where'd that happen?
The beta. Happened at the beta.
Oh, really?
And by that I mean it happened at the place where the beta took place.
Okay. So that's... Okay, what was that called again? I'm trying to remember.
The Huntsman's Copse, as in the copse of trees.
Alright, so last time we came here in this place... Oh, get back. Okay, so that thing...
Back it up. Hey.
That thing is actually going to try to kill you, so back up if you have less health. In fact, just back up in general because you don't want to die.
And then you want to slap a Pharaoh's Lockstone in there, if I'm not mistaken.
You can either do that. By the way, Pharaoh's Lockstones, like we said before, just helps you out with the game. Or you can just hit the illusionary wall if you have some method to hit it.
I don't know. I've never had any luck. I've gone to the exact places where illusionary walls are and struck them before using a Lockstone, and then they only show up and disappear when I use a Lockstone.
I don't know. Luckily, I was able to get it right there. Just press A in front of it. I think that's the way they have it in this new game.
That was a door, dude.
Yeah, but it doesn't have an option to do it.
No,
I don't know.
What you just opened right now was just a wooden door. But yeah, no, A is how they open illusory walls now. But certain ones don't open with A. They can only open after being hit, after being revealed by using a Pharaoh's Lockstone on a Pharaoh's machine in the same
Pharaoh's
room.
Lockstones are really cool because some of them do really important things for you, although none of them are actually necessary. They're just always bonus things.
I've seen a couple that are necessary, particularly in the Lost Bastille, but other than that, and the Gates of Pharaohs.
Alright, so here we actually have a nice little item that we're going to get here in a second. It's a nice trinket, just something to help you out. It's a life ring. It's kind of nice. It's probably not one of my favorite rings, but since we have an extra ring slot and we don't have anything else that we want so far, we can go ahead and put it on. However, there is a nicer ring here in a second that the Pharaoh's Lockstone does get for us. And so if we go ahead and use the Pharaoh's Lockstone, like I was saying, it brings open an illusionary wall.
Wub.
However,
Wub.
here it is.
Slash it.
That's kind of a funny face. And what's really cool about this one...
I think the Pharaoh's faces are friggin' terrifying,
they
dude.
actually
What's your
are.
beef?
When you go to the... You know the place that has, like, so many of them?
Yeah, the Gates of Pharaohs.
It's, like, super creepy. Anyways, so then we have the Chloranthy ring, which is actually one of my favorite rings in all of Dark Souls, because in my playthrough of the original Dark Souls, I was a person who liked to stack endurance gain.
Swap that out for probably the Blue Seal.
Yeah, the Blue Seal does the least. This one helps you recover stamina faster than you would normally.
Which is nice!
It's incredibly nice because you can just do so much, and it helps you run, then immediately attack, and it just does a whole lot of benefit
Which
for
is
you.
also nice!
And it also helps when you're trying to defend against somebody because stamina correlates with so many things. In fact, endurance and stamina...
It's not going to make you invincible or anything, but it will give you a little bit of a leg up.
It will help you from dying in different scenarios. That's why I'm hoping they have some sort of grass crest shield equivalent in this game. which would make my day pretty awesome. But, you know, if not, yeah, oh well. Oh, wait, I can just go down here to get to where we want to go. Or actually, you know, I can go up too. Oh, wait, or I could
Like,
run
we
from
want to
these
come too.
It's not a party, guys. Back off. Yeah, yeah.
Said,
It's just not a party.
you said.
I said nothing.
Hey man, don't be a party pooper.
Everybody
We were
has
here
a party
first,
pooper.
you
That's why we invited you. Party pooper.
You can stop now.
I don't know what's singing.
You can stop
It's
now.
from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. In fact, I thought Kyle would have liked it if anybody would have liked it.
I recognized it, but I did not approve.
I mean, it's Guru.
Just be quiet.
Guru.
Just I know what it is.
Guru.
Just because I know what it is doesn't make it
You
okay.
love Guru. Don't deny.
I don't like you using him in this particular instance.
Guru.
He deserves better.
Guru.
He deserves better.
Ouch.
He is a nice man, and you will leave him alone.
What is that from?
Leave Britney alone.
Okay, what are you quoting? I remember that from somewhere.
It's a video called "Leave Britney Alone,"
I mean,
and
It's some crazy broad just screaming about how people need to stop getting on Britney Spears.
I thought it was a guy.
Was it a guy?
I think it was a guy. Like, leave Britney alone.
I don't know.
I don't know. It sounds kind of funny to
I
me.
don't know.
Yeah,
It's weird. Why? No, not that way.
No, I opened it up earlier, but I didn't go down here yet. There's actually some good stuff down here. However, I will introduce that for the next episode, so we can do this as well as the Pursuer, just in one nice snipped up episode, so we don't have to leave Pursuer on, I don't know.
his
A
own
ledge?
episode.
Yeah.
Leave him out on a limb.
Yeah, seriously, something like
Yeah,
that. Make him pursue something.
Yeah,
afraid
quiet.
Anyway, so we're going to have an outro here in a second. I've been J-Ron.
I've been Kyle.
I've been Nick.
And we'll see you guys for the next episode. Peace out.